Yo, it's Crsdmiguel. Shout out Real Cloud Television.
Say you got a gun, I'ma call you bluff. That's your girl, yeah, she loves it rough. You ain't gotta talk, yeah, I'ma fuck her up. Emo kid in the back of the club.
Today's episode is sponsored by Monster's Energy Drinks. You can find this at your local gas station or your local Walmart. Welcome to Real Cloud Television. Who we got in the building tonight?
Yo, my name's Miguel. I go by Crsdmiguel on all streaming platforms and everything.
For sure. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
I'm an artist from Long Island, New York. I grew up here. I was born in Queens. Most of my life, I pretty much grew up here on Long Island, go to school here. So, that's about it.
For sure. So what was it like growing up in Long Island, bro?
I mean, it's pretty boring sometimes. I can't lie. Like, like fun places to go, really. But I mean, my whole childhood, um, grew up with good amount of friends. Spent my whole childhood hanging out, listening to music, all that. So
For
it's been
sure.
good here. So yeah.
For sure. How long have you been making music for?
I started back in 2023. Then I quit for about like a year, no, like 2 years. And I just now started taking this music journey serious back in like October, September this year of 2025. So yeah, for about like a couple months now.
For sure. So what got you into wanting to become a music artist?
Just like getting inspiration and influence from like all the artists I've been hearing and for like my whole entire life. I'm like, this like this is the only thing that really brings interest to me. So I'm like, you know what? I want to do this. It doesn't matter, I don't care how long it takes. I just want to do it.
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure. So I understand that you have a upcoming album coming out. Can you speak a little bit about that?
Yeah, so it's like self-titled, CRSD. I definitely want to drop that sometime like during March. But it's my first ever EP. My first ever EP I ever did was with my friend Celeste. We did a collab EP, but my first solo EP is coming out sometime during this March, and it's got like production from Daniel Wolf, which also helped produce a lot of shit for Juice World, Uzi, and other rappers like that. So yeah, and the cover art is inspired. It's inspired with like Y2K and all that, because I just like the aesthetic of it.
For
So yeah.
sure. For sure. I'm gonna make sure I check that out. I'm definitely gonna be listening to that. So do you have a favorite song on the album, and why is it your favorite song?
I think my most favorite song has to be like Running Down, and this song I got with my bro. It's called No Action. It features my friend, goes by BG Breeze. He's a really cool guy, really good person and all that. Those are two of my favorite songs. Running Down, it's like the first one in the project, and then like No Action is the one like towards the end. But both of those are really good songs. I really like, in my personal opinion.
For sure. So I understand that you currently live by Little Peep's house where he grew up at. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, I mean, I found this out back in like 2023. It's just a little fun fact. I don't live far away from where he grew up here on Long Island, but it's so like like shock to me, because I'm like, oh shit, it's someone from Long Island that I actually fuck with a lot, besides like Mariah Carey and all that.
It must have gave you a lot of encouragement and wanting to do it, to have an artist that grew so big live so close to you. Like, it just shows you that anything is possible, huh?
Yeah, and that's honestly what gave me a lot of influence too. It's just like, you know, just like anyone can make it. Doesn't matter where you are. Like most people see these artists that are from like California, and it's like I got to go to California in order to succeed. Like, nah, you can do it straight from your fucking like hometown. You know.
For
So
sure,
yeah,
for sure. Uh, who are some of your favorite artists and why?
I mean, my favorite artist is Juice World. Honestly, I mean,
Rest in peace, Juice
yeah,
World.
rest in peace for real. So back when he dropped like Lucid Dreams in like 2018, I remember I was, obviously very young when I first heard it. So I didn't understand the lyrics, but I fell in love with like I guess the way he sung it and like the melodies of it, I guess. And pretty much my whole entire teenage years I've been listening to Juice WRLD, and I didn't start taking influence from him until like the beginning year of my high school years. So I'm a senior now, I'm about to graduate, but I didn't really start gaining a lot of influence from him until like fucking freshman year, eighth grade. That's when I'm like, oh shit, I'm really getting influenced by this person, and that's when I started taking music serious.
For sure, I like that answer. That's deep. If you had the chance to work with any artist, dead or alive, who would it be and why?
Um, I mean, obviously it would be Juice WRLD, but dead or alive, I think Mac Miller. Once I get to that certain point in my like career, dream would have been Mac Miller. That's for alive. I think Bad Bunny. Bad Bunny. I speak Spanish. I'm Mexican American, so I understand his music and I really love it. But Bad Bunny is someone I really want to work with in the future.
For
Like
sure.
yeah, especially now. He's like global. But like Bad Bunny, a lot of these Spanish artists I love too. That I would really love to collaborate in the future. But like just really those type of artists. That's about it.
Yeah, man. Shout out Bad Bunny and rest in peace, Mac Miller, man. You're deeply
Yeah,
missed. And rest in peace, Lil Peep.
yeah, bro. Rest in peace to all of them. For real.
Okay, do you ever get writer's block? And if so, what do you do to get out of it?
I get it all the time. I mean, in order for me to get out of it, I just like listen to more music. Like I'm like I could be in the middle of a track, making it. And like when I get that sort of block, I just go back, listen to some other music, get more inspiration, listen to what they have to say, and sort of like interpret it to the song I'm making at that current moment. And sometimes I just Google shit on like, you know, what rhymes with this word. But that's about it. That's how oh shit. But yeah, that's about it. That's
For
how I
sure.
just stop, bro.
For sure. Do you have any advice for any other upcoming artists?
Um, I mean, it's just to keep going for real. Like it might take a really long time for a lot of us to succeed. Like it could be years from now, but obviously someday is gonna come because, your hard work does indeed like pay off. And just never give up on some cliche shit. Never give up for real. But I mean it's like do what you gotta do. You don't have to spend all this amount of tremendous money to go to the studio to think you have to succeed or in order and spend so much money on your music and all that. Nah, just do it from your phone. It's like person you interviewed and we talked about it like No ID Blanco, his name is.
Shout out to
Fuck
him.
with him. Yeah, shout out to him. Um, do it from your phone, do it from BandLab. People will indeed listen to that shit for real. And just don't give up. Even if you're struggling and all that, it's understandable. But just never give up for real.
For sure. I like that answer. So, what's the music scene like in Long Island currently?
I mean, from the like people I heard,
Yeah.
um, I would say it's still going, strong, of course. You know, A lot of people doing their own thing. Um, I haven't seen anyone major come out of Long Island since pretty much Lil Peep. But other than that, I don't really have much to say. I don't really listen to a lot of artists from Long Island, if I have to keep it real.
For sure,
But
for sure. Being 2026, how do you tend to stand out from other artists?
um, I think standing out from other artists is, I mean, I think it's just the way I write my songs. I have a lot of, coming from other people that I know that I show my songs to, they say I have this like strong imagery when it comes to songwriting. Um, you know, and just I guess the way I make my music, a lot of people still do freestyle, especially in rap, but I sort of like whatever I'm feeling in the moment and all that, I guess. Um, I guess it would be my type of genre, I guess, yeah.
For sure, I like that answer.
Yeah.
Do you have a favorite song by any artist? It could be yourself or any other artist that pulled you out of a dark place.
Um, right now it would have to be I have to say, damn, that's a hard question. I'm gonna keep it real. Obviously Juice World, but speaking song wise, I would have to go with like I guess Juice WRLD's catalog. Yeah, but I don't really have a song that took me out of a dark place. It's just the artist, really himself.
For sure. I would say for me, um, an artist and a song that pulled me out of a dark place would be two artists. One, it would be Lil Peep, and the song was titled 5 Degrees. And the other artist would be Juice World, and the song was titled Wishing Well.
Yeah, I love Wishing Well too, man.
Yeah.
Um, I think right now you talked about it, Lil Peep, Absolute in Doubt by Lil Peep featuring Wicca Face Spring Eternal. That's like my favorite song really right now at the moment. And their lyrics actually hit deep as well. So
Yeah,
that's
they
a
do.
song that has been helping me too. Like a lot of people throw shade at like, oh, they're fucking dead, bro. Just move on. But in reality, like just because someone unfortunately passed away doesn't mean you can stop listening to their music. And
Facts, facts. And the reality is, legends never die.
yeah,
Okay.
legends never die for real.
What's something that people might not know about you?
Um, Probably that I really understand people. Like, obviously they see a lot of my friends, they obviously see me as this person that looks like it doesn't care. But like I'm a very um I'm a person that really cares very much about the other person emotionally or whatever they're going through. Like I hate when like people call me I guess nonchalant just by standing there and just looking like like emotionless. But I mean, if someone were to come talk to me, like I would absolutely understand. I may be young, but like I would obviously understand or try to understand that person's situation. Um, and I guess another thing would be I would like I sometimes hate sharing things about myself, like emotionally, because it makes me feel like I'm selfish. But those are two things really.
For sure. What do you like to do for fun outside of music?
Probably um either go outside just for like enjoy, nature. Right now I can't, it's snowing, but if it was a nice clear day, I would definitely go outside, sort of just walk. Video games as well. They help me pass the time when I'm doing nothing, or just go to the gym, really. That's about it.
For sure. Final
Yeah.
question. Final question. So what's next for you?
Um, just keep going. I don't want to stop with like music and all. And after this album comes out, I'm not gonna take a hiatus from music and just sort of be like, oh, I'm done. Nah, I'm gonna keep going for real. I'm not gonna stop. Um, I'm really gonna make my name go out there and make it known and all that. Like that's really what's next for me.
Yo, I'd like to thank you for stopping by on Real Cloud Television. Who we got in the building again?
Yeah, Curtis Miguel on all platforms. That's CRSD Miguel. Um, and thank you for having me as well. You know, I really appreciate that for real.